Top of it, people, is Dylan Alexander. Thanks for checking me out. And on today's video, I want to discuss relationships and why they're so valuable and important for you to take more seriously. They're one of the top 3 things we should be focused on in life. And quick shout out to the Saint, aka the Saint and Sinner, or Marquette Burton, man. Shout out to him for really pushing the importance of health, wealth, and relationships, and why those are the 3 main things we really should be focused on. But you know, in this capitalistic world, this world that's so focused on money, you know, we get so locked in on money, right? It's the main focus for many people, even above their health. But we definitely undervalue relationships and why, and how they provide so much value to us if we have quality relationships. And you don't really notice it until you need people. Until you really need help out here that money can't buy, you don't really understand. Even if you got money right now, you're up, your money's good, you don't think you need a bunch of people, you're a lone wolf like a lot of people are. Man, it's only a matter of time, man, that you're gonna need people. And not just anybody, you're gonna need quality people. And this is something that I've really come to realize, and I really understand it now more than ever, especially recently. Man, there's a big old accident up ahead. But oh yeah, this is prime time, rush hour, Houston, Texas, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's just rush hour on 610. But anyways, relationships, man. We forget how important they are until we need people. And I gotta say, man, me right now, I don't have a whole lot of people in my life, but I will say I do have some good quality people in my life. And this is coming from a guy who I have always been a lone wolf for the most part. I'll say that, you know, me, I was a military brat, which means that my stepdad was in the military. So me and my family, we moved around a lot. I'm talking about, I never lived anywhere longer than 3.5 years. Like, before I moved to Houston on my own as an adult, I've never lived anywhere longer than 4 years, ever. In my whole life, right? And because of that, it made it difficult, man, for me to have strong bonds with people that I could build over a lifetime and turn into something valuable. Not to say I haven't kept touch with certain people over the years that I had in my childhood and middle school, high school, etc. I've had some friends that I kind of keep in touch with, but not really, you know. And because of that, it's like I think deep down, man, I didn't really value people as much as I should have. And it kind of did something to me where I just felt like, you know, people just come and go. And I'm like, oh, people come and go. There go that accident. And it's really a detrimental thing that it did to me, because I feel like I always wanted to really have stronger relationships, and it was always tough for me. And I've never been comfortable with like keeping in touch with people, especially if you're not in my city. I can't see you in person. I can't shake your hand. I can't give you a hug, you know what I'm saying, and really feel how you know, what's going on, and you can't feel me. So it's like, what are we going to talk about? Like, you're living a whole life that's just completely different than what I got going on, and I'm the same way. I'm doing some things you probably have no clue about, and it's like, how are we gonna relate? like things are so different. It's been years. Like it's just pretty much let's just like, just cut it off and goodbye. And I hate that because I would love to keep in touch with people, but it's like, for what? We're never gonna see each other in person. Like, what's the purpose? There's no way we can do business together. We're not gonna be able to like just hang out, be friends, or nothing. So I think that was a detrimental thing to me for a long time. And because of that, I'm already an introvert naturally. I like to be by myself, to myself. And it made things difficult for me to really connect with people and maintain relationships. And I took people for granted a lot of times. And I think that's very common nowadays. When it comes to like neighbors, like in the past few years, I've only met a handful of neighbors. Like I can count on one hand the amount of neighbors I've met in the past like 10 years. Like on one hand I can count, and I've lived in many places. So that's not good. It's like, man, where's the community? Where's the who am I hanging out with? Fortunately, I did stand-up comedy. I have a lot of comedian friends, but not even really. I do have a handful of friends that I've met from comedy, but it's not at the level I would have liked. I got a few, I got a few cats that keep in touch with me on the regular, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are, man. And I definitely cherish you guys. I cherish the ones that I do keep in touch with, and we do work together. And hold on, my mom's calling me. Sorry about that. Me and my mom were kind of playing phone tag earlier, so I was expecting her call. So, but it's ironic, I'm talking about relationships, and then someone who's extremely important to me calls me right then and there. But as I say, I do cherish my relationships with friends and family and loved ones that I do have. And you guys, like I said, y'all know who y'all are, and I want to continue to keep those strong bonds for here on out. And even I've had some grudges with family that I won't really mention, but I just spoke with my mom about something similar to this, which is ironic. And I realized that just holding on to these like petty differences that you have with family, that it's really not that big of a deal. It's just little petty stuff in the grand scheme of life. So it's just put things back into perspective for me to just put those things aside and cherish the relationship, man. Forget that. We can settle our petty differences later, but we can't let the bond of our relationship go aside for small petty things like money or just emotional outbursts, and whatever the case, right? But anyways, what I really want to point to in this video is the fact that relationships are invaluable, okay? When it comes to stuff like babysitters, if we have a bunch of people who are isolated, families that are isolated, it's a man and a woman who have a child. They both have to work, most likely. In this world, things are just too expensive to just have a woman stay at home like it's the 1940s. No, you both have to work, so somebody has to watch the kid while you're at work. Well, that's another expense on top of the expensive rent and other things. And it's like, if we had a stronger community, man, we could design to where maybe family members live closer together, and maybe the mothers, the grandmothers who are more established and have more free time can set up a way where the children are being watched by family, by people who love them and care about them. And vice versa, or you have friends, you guys have good friends, you set it up to where some kind of system where she watches them this week and they watch them that week. And you get what I'm saying? Like, having those relationships can help you save money. You have a lot of good relationships, man. Like I mentioned, I'm about to be moving in a couple of days. And I'm sitting here thinking like, man, I gotta hire movers. I'm calling around, comparing prices. They're talking about $400+. I mean, a couple years ago when I moved here, it was like $300. Now it's $400. And he was saying it like he was giving me a good deal. I'm like, my God, $400 is insane to just move, just take my stuff for like 3-4 hours and then move it to the other side of town. It's $400. And I'm sitting here like, man, I'm gonna just call up some friends. I'm gonna get a U-Haul, $30 plus the mileage, which is like 89 cents a mile. It's not that far. It's like $60 for the U-Haul, back and forth. I can call one of my homeboys and I can pay him. Like, I'm gonna pay you, bro. I'll gladly pay you 100-something bucks. And he's like, man, hell yeah, I could use that. And it's like, I'll gladly pay you because it's way cheaper than paying some stranger who, I mean, yeah, that's your business, but I don't want to pay you business price. I want to pay a discounted price because, the friend price. I'll pay my friend. Even if a friend would help me out, I gotta chip you off something. I can't just let you come here, do all this labor for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I am blessed to have friends in my corner that I can call up and help me with this versus just always having to come out of pocket for everything. And it's just so inhumane. It's like there's no touch, there's no human touch to life. And things become just so depressing like that. It's like the Matrix. It's just this zombie, robotic-like kind of nature that I want to avoid, man. And I realized, man, if I had like more quality friends, that would be a no-brainer. I could just hit up a bunch of people. And I actually do have a bunch of people that I can hit up. And I'm developing relationships as we speak. So in a community with the Saints, I'm part of the Saint and Sinner Nation, man. And shout out to Marquette, man. I'm actually got a few cats out here in the city, and we do meet up regularly, and we're building something to where it's a real community. We can count on each other and help each other for every aspect of life, And it's so powerful to be a part of something and have a community, right? And not just be a lone wolf out here where it's just every man for himself and you're just constantly in survival mode. It's just totally backwards, man. So I want to emphasize, man, and another thing, like, man, when you get older, unfortunately, a lot of us end up in these nursing homes. It's like, man, that's how bad it is out here. It's set up to where nobody has time to look out for family anymore, especially when you get older. You just kind of like, everybody's like, I'm busy, my hands are full. So the elders have to go to the nursing home. It's like a daycare for old people. And they for sure don't care about them. And it's just like, man, you have to care for your elders, but it's like, it's so much work and I'm busy. So we then pass it off to people for whatever they get paid from that. And it's expensive and it's a terrible service. So you're paying money out the wazoo for terrible service for your loved ones. It's like, that's a nightmare. I saw my grandfather have to go through that. And we have visited him occasionally, and it was just depressing. I just watched him it's just like, he just was like, man, yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. Like, I'm not leaving here. I'm leaving Earth. I'm gone, like that was the feeling I could tell. It was depressing. And it's like, what can I do? I'm a young man. I'm just now starting life. I didn't got $1 to my name. My mom's handling all this stuff, trying to figure it out. And it's like, God damn, this is horrible. And it's the path for so many people. And this is not the way to live life. This is not it. But the good news is, with all that said, is if we have stronger relationships and really emphasize it, man, we could literally avoid all of that. We could put our money together and live in neighborhoods with people close to us that we love and know. And we're all in the same neighborhood. We know each other. They got kids, everybody got family, and we can watch each other's kids and they play, and we can go out, everybody hangs out. You got a bunch of friends you can hang out with and party and, put ideas together, start businesses. It's a beautiful thing, man, when you cherish your relationships and everybody comes together and you can make big things happen. And that's what a lot of these high societies do, man. Like the J-Oo's, right? If you know what I'm saying? Them, like, they do that. They really close themselves off, but within their thing, they build big things and they take over the world dang near. And other communities do that. And it's like, man, why can't we do that? Find your avenue of that. Not to say you want to think you're better than other people, but no, like, look out for your people. You get what I'm saying? Look out for your people, man. Because people is everything in this life. Like, you're people, I'm a people. And that's all we know. We should cherish that more. Stop acting like people are just disposable. Like, this world makes it seem like everyone's disposable. Relationships, people ghosting everybody. Like, nobody cares. It's just, oh, next. It's like you're just another number, right? So I don't want to get it all negative and sad. I'm just trying to wake you up to the importance of cherishing relationships and taking it seriously. Right? Because people is all we have. Family is everything, man. Friends are everything. Loved ones, man. So that's it, man. I just want to share this with you. Hopefully this registers. I really genuinely hope so. Because this is something that I've realized at this stage in my life. And man, relationships are up there with money and health. They're up there. They're on the same level, if not, I can't say they're more important than health and money. They're up there. They're all equally important. So focus on them, man. Don't put your people off. It takes being a good friend to get good friends, okay? So don't forget that. But yeah, just remember, relationships are up there with money and health, just as important, okay? But that's it, man. I don't want to make this video too long, but I appreciate y'all watching, man. Thanks as always. Let me know what you think in the comments as far as the topic, relationships. It's a pretty interesting topic that nobody really talks about, but it's vital. And yeah, if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe if you mess with me. More stuff on the way. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.